Just talk to me about last night, what you were doing and what happened.
Well, I went to the mobile to get milk, and that's all I did, go in and get milk. And by the time I was walking back to the cashier, because a part of me still had my eye on my truck because the kids are there, just like instinctually. And that's when I was walking past with my jug of milk and seen my truck wasn't there and ran out, like, because I almost didn't believe it. Like, hold on, did I park somewhere else? And then, like, because it didn't feel real. So, yeah.
What was that feeling? I mean, I really can't fathom as a mom, you realize that your car and your children are gone. What were you feeling?
Panicked. I think I was feeling helpless. Yeah.
What did you do when you realized that your car was gone?
Well, I ran around the building and like looked up and down Michigan Ave, ran back in, and the clerk called 911 for me because my phone and everything was in the car.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it's just like, it happened right down the street, and I grew up out here. I went to Wayne Memorial. I don't know. I don't know what to think, really.
Yeah. So he calls 911 for you. What happened next?
So the Wayne officers pulled up. They were really quick too, and when they had came, like as soon as everything got dispatched, all of a sudden all you hear is a bunch of sirens for probably a mile down, and cars going every which way, sirens, cars, and then by the time the second officer had got there, somebody had called in about my kids because he put my kids out in Inkster on Grandview, like on the corner of the road. And I have a 3-year-old, like he's nonverbal. And I'm just happy he was sleeping because he would have been nothing but just scared the whole time. So he slept through the whole thing though. So he woke up when we got home and he was in the bed. Yeah, but one of my twins got a super loud cry, and that's literally what, like, somebody that lived there on Grandview heard my kid, like a baby outside crying, and like God bless that man too, cause it could have been anybody that found my kids, but he got my kids and he brought them, to him, and that's how they got the call of somebody called in from Inkster saying that there were 3 children on the road left by themselves. And then my 3-year-old, he's so mischievous. Like, sometimes he wiggles out of his car seat or anything. And then, like, by that big road, there were so many things going through my mind. So many things. The first thing that went through my mind was that little girl that didn't make it home in Detroit. But I made a statement and everything, and I plan on writing my feelings on paper before I go in there, so I can, like, hopefully he has family members, so they can know. So.
When you heard from police, they had your babies are okay.
Yeah.
What were you feeling?
Faintish. Faintish.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't believe it. Because, like, when kids get taken, they don't get found. And that's just, like, the hard truth. And I think that's where my mind was, but it was still so unreal in that moment. When they found my kids, it was like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I know I felt faintish.
Yeah. What was, when were you able to reunite with your kids? What was that like?
It was a very happy moment. And, my mom, she had came during the incident when they had got that ping about, like, the 3 kids. So before they even, like knew 100% that they were my kids, which we knew, but I had to tell them what clothes they were wearing, and, like, I had to describe how they looked. But they were okay, though, thank God. Like, he didn't do nothing to them. Yeah. And, but, it's like, how sick do you gotta be? Okay, people steal cars, but one with the babies in the back, you would think he would have realized that and hopped out and ditched the car. But for the fact, how can you, and my babies are so small, my twins, they're 1.5, and then my son, my nonverbal son, my oldest son, he's 3. So it's not like 5, 6, 7, some children, they're babies still. And anything could have happened with them sitting on the side of that road if nobody heard them. Yeah, it's mind blowing because Wayne never used to be like this. I actually just moved back out here because me and my fiance bought a house. We're living here because it's being fixed up right now. But before we moved there, we lived in Sterling Heights. And that was the only other place I lived outside of Wayne, Westland. I lived in Romulus too, but this surrounding area. I graduated from Wayne Memorial, so. And I never in a million years would have imagined something like this would happen here. So close to home.
Do you feel, the fact that within a half hour, right, police were able to find your babies, you're reunited.
Oh,
Did you feel like anyone was looking out for you, or what do you think?
Oh, yeah, that was God, 100%. In 30 minutes, that was so quick. But I think I'm still so mind-boggled on it because it's the audacity of, and then he went to go get gas after he dropped my kids on the side of the road. They found him at the gas station. It's the audacity, it's all the above.
What is your message for other parents who hear your story?
Don't be too comfortable. And because anywhere else, I would have took my keys out the car. I don't, even if I would have been in West Bloomfield or anywhere else with a better reputation than Wayne Westland, I would have took my keys out of the car. Because I'm comfortable here is the reason why I did it. Just because you do it every day doesn't mean one day it can't be you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Were your keys in the car too?
Yeah,
because you're just running in.
Yeah, I left the heat on too. It was cold. My window on the passenger side during that polar storm, I have an old truck. It's a Avalanche. So those windows, during the wintertime, it just like dropped in the thing.
Yeah.
And my fiance fixed it enough to get it up, but sometimes it slides down and I don't know how to get it back up. So yeah, it was pretty cold. So I was gonna leave the heat on for them.
Yeah.
And yeah. And by the time I got back to the front with the milk, like, I thought my eyes were deceiving me. But nope, I was wrong. And I'm just so happy that they got the guys so quick. And because it really could have went very much less. Because, and it made me realize, like, what's going on in today's world. Because this is not like an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Especially around here. There's a lot of families over here, a lot of grandparents that have been here many years.
Yeah.
Like, some of my high school friends, my mom went to high school with their moms and parents.
Yeah.
So, I have comfort here. My mom, nothing's never like this. This has happened to anyone that I know. And, yeah, just don't think it can't be you. Because I was going in ready to get my kids some milk and come home, and that's it.